Hey guys, Fatiguu here, and today, yes, it has finally happened. I bring you footage from the World of Warcraft Cataclysm expansion pack. The first zone I chose to explore was Hyjal, so let's go ahead and check it out now. So immediately coming into Hyjal, you have this whole cutscene between Deathwing rising Ragnaros from this freaking lava that's there. It's pretty sweet. And everyone in Hydra is pretty much panicking because all of a sudden there's all this sundering going on and everyone infiltrating. It's really cool. I'm damn pumped about this expansion. I was at the midnight release. I was trying to get on the night I got home for the midnight release, but everyone knows that the servers weren't going on until 3 a.m. that day. So I get home, and it's all like I install the game. I look at the clock. It's 1 o'clock. I have to be up in the morning. I'm like, this is so not worth it right now. I'll just play tomorrow. Always tomorrow I'll play. So I get home this afternoon. I sign on to a 30-minute queue time. Oh, that was fabulous waiting for that to get on. But I got on, got my quest. Stormwind was laggy as hell. Flying in Azeroth is the coolest thing ever. And I jumped right into questing in Hyjal. So before I go into Hyjal versus Vashj'ir, I want to tell you to not make the same mistake as I did, and do not come into Cataclysm still wearing epics from Burning Crusade. As most of you know, when I got this 100 to 80, I was pretty fed up with Wrath of the Lich King at the time, so I decided to do zero, and by zero, I mean zero endgame work on this guy. And it, in this first quest, immediately right off the bat, came back to bite me in the butt. So as you could tell, I was having trouble with that mob there, which is quite a lot of trouble for the first mob you face in the first zone of an expansion pack. As a hunter, nonetheless. Now, I'm not a bad player, so there must be something wrong here. So I'm like, all right, take my potion. No problem. I'm telling myself, there's no problem so far. Come on, right? What could possibly be the problem? And then I'm like, okay, all right, dead. So I knew that was a big mistake. Coming into this expansion, having no endgame gear. Yes, it's all going to get upgraded immediately. Like, I upgraded every single quest I got. It was like, boom, new item, boom, new item, boom, new item. Even if the item was leather, it was still an upgrade from the gear I had. And, yeah, you could say, well, it's not worth it. I mean, I just hit cap level 1 month before an expansion. Why should I even bother to prepare it all? If you have blues from quests and Wrath of the Lich King, you will be fine. But I would definitely recommend in preparing for an expansion, making sure you don't have the gear from the expansion before it. And I should have done that monologue way long ago, but it came back to bite me in the butt now because I was one of those guys did not really believe in preparing your gear for an expansion when it's going to be replaced anyway. So immediately starting off Cataclysm compared to Wrath, it immediately starts off superior just by the zone design and the quest. Like, look at how awesome Hyjal looks. Like, the water graphics are awesome. The Night Elf style woodland is awesome. And this first quest, you pick up those berries that, as you can see by my herb gathering right now, my mini map, are all over the place. They're all over the map. And if you're on a high pop server like me, start out by just picking up all those berries because they're abundant. They'll jump you right into the action immediately. So you go, you kill the elementals, and then you come to these cute little dragon guys over here, and you feed them the berries you picked, and they'll lead you to the stealthed Twilight Infiltrators, because you can't see them yourself because they're stealth. And dragons are assholes because they don't want to lead you to the Twilight Infiltrators unless you feed them, because they know they can take advantage of you or the world tree will be burned. Hooray! So the quests start off immediately a lot cooler than Wrath. I mean, we all remember boring Borean Tundra. I mean, right? Hyjal is just a really rad starting zone, guys. It's just awesome. Now, I opted to choose Hyjal instead of Vashj'ir. The main reason, well, first off, I'm not a big fan of underwater zones. Having to swim everywhere and being constrained by water isn't really my type of style. And right here, as I was talking about cool quests before, you're just calling a dragon and it just goes apeshit on this camp. Boom, green fire. Who blows green fire? Clearly this green dragon is awesome. Oh, I didn't want to deal with the whole what is referred to as 3D questing thing, and I'm sure you've heard Total Biscuit use this term before because that's where I got it from. 3D questing from him. When you're underwater in a zone like Vashir, the quest objectives are going to be all over the map, up and down. You got to dive under, you got to dive over. I don't want to have to deal with that. And the fact that I've always wanted to go to Hyjal, I've always been fascinated by it because Hyjal is actually my favorite part of the World of Warcraft lore. I really love it. I love reading stories about like all the night elves and Illidan way back in this place. I just think it's really, really fascinating. So right now what's happening in the video, as you saw here, we just moved out from the starting part and into this next camp where you're killing more Twilight infiltrators. Immediately, they give you the main antagonist of the zone, of the start of the zone, which are the Twilight infiltrators and the elementals. Which is pretty cool because really the pre-cat event with the Twilight infiltrators of the questline really just led right up to what you're being thrown into immediately when you go from 80 to 85 in the expansion. Like, you go from the questline, you come to here. If you haven't played from the questline to here, if you didn't even take part in the huge event, which was pretty awesome, you didn't really miss a beat because you know everything that's going on, keeping all their players informed, and that's really solid. So with these quests, you're also picking up the hardest pickup items known to man. You will never see these, but thanks to my friend Frankie, in just a few seconds, I will show you the secret spot to find these fragments. I failed at that transition because I thought it was this clip coming up, but I was wrong. So these bone fragments are white, they blend in with the terrain, and with all the players that are around, they're just awful to find. Like, they blend in with the ground, and the sparkles that it tries to give off are so small. They are so small. That is just like, why? Why? I, in fact, even turned in this quest, and I'm ready to give up and not even do that quest before my bro Frank is like, dude, I have to show you this spot. So here's a spot where I guarantee you will get this quest done in 2 seconds. See, those white things on the ground, those are the bones you have to collect. So you come here to this pillar. I'm going to open my map and show you exactly where after I collect all these. But look at this. Right around in the circle, just all 8 you need. Just right there. And I'm like an instant respawn too. Like, that guy's there picking up some bones. It doesn't matter because I come back around right there. And there's the first one I picked up. Maybe not the first one I picked up, but there was one right there. So you want to come, even you can just sit on this pillar right there, right up there. Just wait for it to respawn. Wait for it to respawn. There it is. The first one I picked up right there. I was so happy. I no longer had to worry about this quest. So, a pretty hard quest that they have you do here is, well, hard was a wrong word to use. Kind of tedious quest they have you do here is there's these big elite elemental dudes fighting these big elite trees. And what you do is you take this device that they give you, and it shatters the elementals into a bunch of smaller fire elementals. Now, this is annoying for me as a ranged hunter class, because I got all these guys on me, and I can't do anything about it because I'm a ranged class. But what you want to do is you want to throw down, as a hunter, explosive trap, snake trap, and then a frost trap to slow them down. So they're getting damage. They're getting all the AoE damage from those two. Then you just run back and you multi-shot them all down, and they will die, and it will turn a tedious, annoying quest into one of the easiest quests you've ever done in your life. So here's the closing quest to the starting quests in the Cataclysm zone. What you do is you get 20 stacks of this debuff on this guy to weaken him with the device they give you. And so that means the NPCs are able to kill him, and they're able to feel safe. So this guy's going to shoot fire at you. Don't stand in the fire. When those big yellow screens come up that say run away, run away. You get the living bomb. Run under this that I ran under so you don't die when this shoots you up. There you go. Because I'm just so pro. So that's pretty much it. That is a synopsis of the start to Hyjal. thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked it. If you haven't checked out my channel yet, please check out my channel. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you later. Lots more videos coming.